Chris Eubank Jr. has been in the news this past couple days. He's been talking about his loss to George Groves, and he's also been talking about a time when he was a teenager where he claims to have knocked a man out who demanded £2,000 from him. I'll get to that in a separate video. Well, in this video, let's just concentrate on what he said about his loss to George Groves. As you can see from the headline here on World Boxing News, he said, "I was the aggressor, busy a fighter. Groves was bad and negative." And the exact quote, and he was talking to the Evening Standard, so World Boxing News have picked it up from there. He said, "I was the aggressor, I was the busier fighter. He never hurt me or had me in serious trouble. He was being bad and being negative. People saw that. People still look at both of us and say, I'm the more exciting fighter." And he is asked actually about the fact that his dad believes that the decision was fair and that he did actually lose. And he said, "My father's opinion is important to me, but it is what it is." Now, I've kind of covered this in the immediate aftermath of this particular fight, because he said, or at least he hinted at what was going on here, or what he has said in this Evening Standard article. He hinted at the fact that he seems to believe he won the fight, which is ludicrous. And I mean, when he says he wasn't hurt in the fight, again, we've seen the fight, and to my eyes, he was hurt. He was actually hurt from a left jab, and that could have been called a knockdown. I can't remember directly from memory if his glove actually touched the canvas or his knee, but it was close. And the guy says he wasn't hurt or anything like that. Now, why is this significant? It's significant because if he's ever going to improve and he's ever going to get to the level that he thinks he's at, he's going to need to acknowledge his mistakes and acknowledge his flaws. The fact that he's acting as though he won the fight is a big, big problem, because if he believes he won the fight, then he's not really going to have the motivation necessary to correct his mistakes. He's thinking, what, he got hard done by the judges? Is that what is going on in his head? That is not going to take his game to the next level. What would take his game to the next level is definitely getting a trainer, showing some humility, realizing he made some mistakes, realizing he lost to George Groves, and then trying to figure out how he can improve. As I've said previously about Chris Eubank Jr., when it comes to, for example, people with addictions or people with any kind of psychological issue, the first step on the road to recovery is admitting that you have a problem. If you can't admit that you have a problem, you can forget about ever recovering. And in this case, Eubank Jr. can forget about ever improving. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this, people. Eubank Jr. staying defiant, staying, in my view, deluded in believing that he actually won the fight. Now, I understand that when you're in the fight, you're concentrating on your success. You're not thinking about the other guy's success. So you can, as a fighter, have a skewed view of how the fight has gone. So in the immediate aftermath of a fight, it's more understandable that a fighter can feel like he won when he didn't. Even though Eubank Jr. was clearly beaten in the fight, I struggle even in that case to work out how he thought he won, even in the immediate aftermath of the fight. But still, he's had time, I'm sure, to watch the fight back now. And so weeks afterwards, he's still claiming that he won the fight, or hinting or suggesting that he won the fight. Really? After having watched it back himself? That's really disturbing, people, you know, and it doesn't look good for Chris Eubank Jr.'s future if he can't admit to himself that he was beaten by the better man. And again, his dad was honest with him. His dad told him the decision was fair. His own dad. And this goes back to another video I did about Chris Eubank Jr. where I said we can't necessarily blame Chris Eubank Jr.'s shortcomings all on his dad. Maybe partly, but not all of it. Because his dad is telling him to his face that he lost, and he's still defying and acting as though he didn't. And what happened in the Billy Joe Saunders fight? His dad didn't come straight out and say, my son lost, but he said we accept the decision or something like that when Eubank Jr. lost to Billy Joe Saunders. But Eubank Jr. was saying, oh, I don't think I lost the Saunders fight, you know? So his dad is actually being honest with him, but Junior is being defiant. So can his dad really talk any sense into him? You know, can his dad really get him to see the light? Can anybody get him to see the light? Adam Booth was unable to control him. You know, Adam Booth ended up walking out because Eubank Jr. wouldn't listen to him. Is there anybody that Eubank Jr. will listen to? If he won't listen to his dad, he won't listen to Adam Booth, he don't listen to seemingly Ronnie Davis, who is he going to listen to? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.